to the troops. We expect, we adjust. Let me pause that. Matter of fact, we gotta go through the ads real quick. And I'm gonna let the ads play.
I should probably go.
Give me 1 second, let me hook up the mics while we listen to these ads and we get started.
If it is invalid, we promise a tenfold refund. This denture can be successfully worn in just 1 second and is suitable for everyone. Whether you have complete teeth, partial missing teeth, or no teeth at all, you don't need adhesives, dentists, or appointments.
Let's go.
Just soak it in hot water to activate the elastic material. Light it to...
Like, you going #1 off this shit, and this big song, these ain't no regular songs. Like, you going platinum and shit.
And then it's multiple of them joints. It's probably like, what, maybe 4 or 5 times where you take the Soulja Boy line.
Come on.
Y'all on the internet, y'all seen it if y'all ain't done it already. You know the lines that Drake has borrowed, Soulja said stole. And we do think it was out of respect and saying, yo, I rock with this, and he flipped your line. And nowadays, everybody lawyering up, Drake lawyering up. Like
Cooking with EXO, guys. Rise, pray, and grind at all times. So we gonna have a discussion while we cook. Give me 1 second. Let's check on this rice. Let's get the setup right. So we cooking rice, pancakes, eggs, sausage, things of that nature. Let's get the lighting right. So y'all already know how the vibe goes on the cooking show. We're going to have a few topics, whatever pops up, Q&A, masterclass, vibe out session, whatever it turns into. This is my therapy and cooking is my therapy. I like doing both, so why not mix it together? I want to salute to the troops in Iran. They is playing with y'all lives, man. Sad. So y'all can see what we got going. We heating up the grease. And the rice is almost done. So you got to start your rice first because it takes longer to cook. So give me 1 second. So y'all see on Facebook the topic. We're going to talk about some monetization on your page. I had a few people hit me up talking about how you get paid off of social media. So we going to talk a little about that because I see once I tell everything, they start to shadow ban me. They will demonetize my page because they don't want me to tell y'all how to get paid. So we gonna give y'all some keys. But first, you have to be in professional mode to start. That is the first thing you gotta do. You have to turn your page into a professional page. And then I'm going to give a quick summary. So you got to turn your page into a professional page. A content creator, entrepreneur, anything. So it makes your page wide open. That's where you get a lot of thieves coming in, stealing your content. So the way I do it, you can get paid off of Facebook by posting, going through so they give you things you have to do each week and you have to do it consistently. I I'm finding out I done took a little month hiatus and my ads is going down. So I make content for my page and it has to be 3 to 5 minutes at least so they can put ads on your videos. So if you got a business, promote your business, make a 3 to 5 minute commercial for your business. As you're doing the things that they're telling you to do every week, they want to see how much traffic starts to come to your page. That's why we have the Exotic Lifestyle Network. A lot of people in my network page have a lot of following and they have a lot of traffic that comes to their personal page. And we can push them all to your page. So, if you just want to get paid off of strictly Facebook, which is not a lot, you can make short reels, you can make posts, logos for your business, and you can get paid like that by just doing the weekly things, getting your algorithm popping. But it has to be consistent. It ain't going to be off the rip. They want to see if you take it serious first off. And once they figure out you're going to take this serious, you're taking your own business serious, then they will start suggesting your page to people. And I took a month off. I went from 365 views to 175 in a month. And the pay went down drastically. So hold on, let's get it together. Let me get my pancakes ready. It went down drastically because I stopped being consistent because people were stealing the information I'm getting, running to their page and regurgitating the things that I say like they was the first one to do it. And yeah, it made me feel some type of way, but I could tell they're not doing it the same way I'm doing it, so I'm gonna let them have it. Do what you do, get your money however you get it. If it's copying somebody's content, regurgitating their information, whatever, have it. Give me 1 second. Let's turn that rice down because the rice is almost ready. Let's put a top on there and we're going to let it simmer. So I'm going to hit you up, sir, to give you the deep dive. This is going to be a short dive. So just to get paid strictly off Facebook, make little commercials for your business, 3 to 5 minutes. That allows them to put ads on your content once you get in the algorithm. But you continuously have to do the weekly challenges that they do and give content creators on Facebook. They different between platforms. People got different stipulations, things of that nature. Okay. But the way I do it, that's why I make so much content. I call it content stacking. So they will add my views just to get paid on the traffic and the algorithm. But I go a little bit further. I have what they call a Google Sense account. That's you can place ads and do program partnerships with people if you have that type of account. Google Sense. That's why I have a web page. I can put Google ads on my web page. That's where the money is. Ads. You got to figure out the ad game. because Facebook, they keep changing the rules because people are starting to do it more and more and more. And they hate paying people. If they ain't got to, they gonna do something to switch up the game on you. And they will not tell you that they have changed their policies. They're good at that. Woohoo! Ooh, that grease pop me. OMG. OMG. So that's why I go to YouTube mostly. I do this on Facebook so I can clip myself down and put it on YouTube. Because you can get more ad revenue through YouTube. Facebook, they're doing some ad revenue. And TikTok, that is the lowest paying because there's a lot of kids on TikTok. But start doing clips, reels. Facebook now wants 5 reels a week. It was 3. And to break this down, Country Wayne, salute Country Wayne. He was on the Big Facts Network this week, and he was explaining some of this.
From cups to espresso machines, get everything you need without the stress. That's the restaurant way.
I ain't going that hard. I ain't got that time. And my media team, yeah, that's a lot, though. Hold on, we will be back.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back, but now I'm all in with clearer skin, thanks to Skyrizi.
I don't know why I had the heat on.
Most people achieved clear skin from head to toe. Many were 100% plaque-free.
But the quickest way to get some money off
even in
Facebook.
5 years.
First, professional mode. 2,
People
doing
also saw
the
significant improvement in pain, redness, itching, and burning. Don't use fillers. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Extra business, print t-shirts, record a step in the process, or do
ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
every day. So they know you're going to take it serious.
You know, but I'm the type.
That's what they want to see. If you can drive traffic, if you can control your algorithm and the people who watch you,
well, even a lot of that happened to you not just with Drake, but with multiple artists. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, and I feel like the one where I feel like you got credit for was the Willow Smith.
Because it is, it's quite different.
They gave you writers on that.
Yeah, and then we got the Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion record.
Oh yeah.
And then Plies tried to come for me for that record.
Yeah, that was already your joint.
Yeah, had nothing
So
to do with
this
it.
is
So it's like the music
the
industry
big rag
that's why I'm
with
trying
Nick
to get it
Cannon
back.
is what I'm watching right now.
Here is
But you
While
are
we
OG at this
vibing out.
point to where now people gonna be going to your music even more.
Yeah.
Sampling it, flipping it, you know what I mean? But you still
So y'all go
actively
look
making
at
new
this
hits.
episode
man, I'm
on
in the studio
YouTube.
all the time. Always cooking up new stuff. Always finding new artists.
And what is it about? Cause again, like you said, they always try to cancel you out. They always like, oh, Soulja Boy done, and then you hit them with another banger.
Yeah.
That's what we are listening to TikTok while we cooking.
the young folks go crazy for. Is that by design? Is that the mad scientist at work again? Or
Salute.
You gotta see
Now
what
let's get
algorithm
back.
or something. You know
I can't sit down too
you
long
and Drake
until I
know
get
some
these
shit the rest of us
pancakes
don't
out the
know.
way.
Because every time y'all drop some shit, it go viral.
Nah, that's a fact. I just think that, you know, the way that the world is set up today, bro, everything is so fast.
Everything
like,
is
we in a microwave.
microwave.
Like people's attention span is so low. People scrolling through TikTok all day, Instagram all day. So it's like you gotta constantly be in their face. So I feel like as soon as you take a hiatus, like
that's why people hate me because I'm always
cool off for a couple months. Y'all want to take a vacation? I don't feel like dropping music right now.
I'm always gonna promote my business.
Like you're not dropping, you know what I'm saying?
No
so
matter
that's why I
how
like
somebody
to,
feels,
stay in
if you
their
don't
face
like
and be
it, delete yourself.
But you gotta think about this. I haven't never really took a break since I was 17 years old.
I'm not worried about likes, clicks, and shares.
I never wanted to say, yo, let's go on vacation. Yo, let's stop.
So if you like something 3 times, you share it 3 times,
for this whole year. Like I never done that. Right. You get what I'm saying?
You've been on your grind the whole time.
It will jump you up in the algorithm so you can get more ad revenue.
Yeah. Because not only do you know how to make hits and been doing it since you was a kid?
I have a team to do that. I don't need anybody to do it for me. That's what my media team is for, so they can
first to take advantage of
make my content turn green.
You became a millionaire
off of ringtones.
That was your first million off the ringtones.
Man, and then it was crazy that era don't exist no more.
Yeah. No ringtones.
You can't go and get that same type of bag today. Like now it's all streaming. Now it's all subscription. Now everything is changed. You know what I'm saying?
So I know the Soulja Boy streaming system is coming. The subscription, you doing something.
I'm adapting.
But this is like
so much so
does
have a subscription base.
Now you're the first rapper to do everything, and you turn that into part of your brand.
Things of that nature. You can get paid off of that too.
Was you just on a rant one day like, I started all this shit?
You just gotta stack them up so the money look like something.
I ain't gonna lie, like one day I was just thinking about it. Oh no, that's a good question, Nick. What the fuck? That's a good question. Now you know what it was? One day I just started naming shit that I was the first to do. And it was just a lot of first shit. Yeah. Like I was the first.
And it's too much profanity now on this, so we gotta go to something else because TikTok hates profanity because it is a lot of kids on TikTok. So matter of fact, I'm gonna let y'all hear the background laugh that I'm gonna do. Matter of fact, Drink Champs just went live.
And Shane Van Tip, like, wow. I'm not Shane Titty Boy.
It's been going viral for being live.
This year, we opened 2 new restaurants while running, how many?
5 others.
5 other restaurants. So we turned to Upwork. We found freelance pros to help with branding, digital menus, even AI tools.
I don't even think his
you can't even say that. Like, no, I'm friends. Yeah,
I trying to sound like Super Slim.
I fucks with both of them.
That's what we looking at now.
Love right back.
Yeah, man. I fuck with both of the bros. You hear me? Tip jokes me too. You hear me? You know,
yeah, you got a lot of records with Tip.
Yeah, like, you know, me and Tip did a deal together, like Atlantic and shit. Like,
that's right,
bro. To the
so
table.
I can tell I can't listen to too much of this because it got
produced the album that I dropped before I went to the bank.
Oh, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? On Atlantic, yeah, Tip, you know what I'm saying? The one line to play up with me and Craig Kelman and Craig Kelman. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's my, yeah. Man, Tip got history. You know what I'm saying? But that's my nigga, though. I love that nigga, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we took a shot for that.
He didn't take a shot.
But I'm going to run through some of this stuff so y'all can know what's out.
2 more new ones.
Because I'm finna go back to that after I get off live and see what they talking about. Because they used to call me BG, still do, and I hate it. But I done got used to it. We call ourselves Exotic BG now. Exotic BG. Matter of fact, I don't even think I want no sausage no more because I want to sit and watch this, bro. So let's go to what I'm going to live stream. And this is topic of my poop talk this morning.
I need you to understand something right now. While you've been distracted by culture war nonsense, celebrity gossip, and whatever manufactured outrage they're feeding you this week, a war has started. Not hypothetically, not maybe in the future, right now.
So y'all need to listen.
And whatever manufactured outrage they're feeding you this week, a war has started. Not hypothetically, not maybe in the future, right now. The Iran war is
just talking about,
and black people need to wake up to what this means for us, because history
what they're
is about
doing
to
with
repeat
it.
itself.
So
we're
pay
about to
attention.
get played again. I'm not here to sugarcoat this. I'm not here to be diplomatic. I'm here to tell you the raw, unfiltered truth about what's happening and why you should care more about this than whatever foolishness is trending on Twitter. Now, before some of you click away because you think foreign policy doesn't affect you, let me stop you right there. That's exactly what they want you to think. That's exactly the mentality that keeps us powerless while other communities move strategically. You think it's a coincidence that every time this country goes to war, black unemployment goes up? You think it's random that military recruiters set up shop in our neighborhoods specifically? You think it's an accident that our tax dollars fund bombs instead of schools? Nothing is an accident.
I was just talking about this in my poop
and this
talk.
Iran situation, it's about to affect your life in ways you can't even imagine yet. Let me break down what's actually happening, because the mainstream media is doing what they always do, lying by omission.
That's what I just said. They
preparing you to accept the unacceptable. First, let's be clear about what I mean when I say the war has officially begun. I'm not talking about some future invasion. I'm talking about active military strikes, coordinated attacks, and the machinery of war already in motion. The bombs are already dropping. The sanctions are already choking the Iranian economy.
And
the
guess what? They shut up all the media platforms and podcasts.
The chess pieces are already moving. And just like Iraq, just like Afghanistan, just like Libya, just like Syria,
and now
they're
we
selling
don't
you a story. They're telling you about threats and terrorism and national security. They're waving flags and talking about American interests. They're parading generals on CNN and Fox News who speak in that calm, authoritative tone that makes you think this is all very reasonable and necessary. But here's what they're not telling you. This has nothing to do with protecting you. Nothing to do with making America safer, and everything to do with resources, regional control, and maintaining an empire that has been in decline for decades. You want to know who benefits from this war? Not you, not your children, not your community. Follow the money. Look at the defense contractors whose stock prices jump every time a missile launches. Look at the oil companies salivating at the thought of Iranian crude back on the market under Western control. Look at the politicians on both sides, Democrat and Republican, who take money from the military-industrial complex. This is a racket. It's always been a racket. And black people have been the pawns in this game for far too long. Here's what's about to happen, and you can set your watch to this. Because it happens every single time America goes to war. First, they're going to ramp up military recruitment in black and brown communities. You're going to see those commercials. You know the ones. Inspiring music, images of brotherhood, promises of college tuition, job training, a way out of poverty. They're going to make it look like the military is your only option for economic advancement. And for too many of our young people, given the systematic destruction of economic opportunities in our communities, it might actually look like the best option. That's not an accident. That's by design. They've spent decades disinvesting from black neighborhoods, defunding our schools, eliminating job opportunities, and then they present the military as the solution to problems they created. It's diabolical. It's evil, and it works. Second, when this war escalates, and it will escalate, who do you think will be on the ground, bleeding? It won't be the children of Congress members. It won't be the kids from wealthy white suburbs. It'll be Jamal from Chicago, Darnell from Detroit, and Marcus from Memphis. Our sons and daughters will come back in caskets wrapped in flags, and they'll tell us they died heroes. And they were heroes. but they were heroes in a war that should never have been fought. Third, the economic devastation. Every dollar spent on this war is a dollar not spent on infrastructure in black communities, not spent on education, not spent on healthcare, not spent on affordable housing. The national debt will balloon. It always does during war. And then,
that's why
when it's time to pay the bill,
crypto
suddenly they'll discover they need to cut social programs. Food assistance, gone. Housing support, gone. Education funding, gutted. They always find money for bombs, but never for books. What else happens?
Did y'all hear that?
Oil prices spike. Gas prices go up. Inflation accelerates. And the cost of living increases. Who gets hit hardest by inflation? Poor and working class people. Disproportionately, black and brown communities. We're always the first to feel the economic pain of these imperial adventures. How many times are we going to fall for this? How many times are we going to watch this exact same movie play out? They did it for Vietnam. Sold us a lie about dominoes falling and communist threats. 58,000 Americans dead. Millions of Vietnamese dead. For what? The dominoes never fell. The threat was manufactured. But a lot of people got rich, and a generation of black men came home traumatized, or didn't come home at all. They did it with Iraq. Remember the weapons of mass destruction? Remember the mushroom clouds we were told would appear if we didn't act? All lies. Colin Powell stood in front of the United Nations, a black man giving credibility to white lies, and showed us evidence that turned out to be fabricated. 1 million Iraqis dead. Thousands of Americans.
What is it?
Mozzarella stick. Oh, what we need to do.
Mozzarella. There's marinara everywhere.
I can't hit 100% of my shots, but I can file free with TurboTax. I love how user-friendly it is and just really transparent. TurboTax has helped me file more confidently for sure. You can file your taxes free with TurboTax.
Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only. Click for eligibility.
Damn.
Okay, why did nobody teach me that when you get a credit card, you're actually not supposed to spend the entire balance? When I got a card with a $1,000 credit limit,
that is breakfast for the day.
Turns out a big part of how good your credit is depends on how much you're actually using.
Click on the Exo, don't play.
Credit building app called Pickoff. I saw how much my high utilization was holding my credit back. How to break through. There is no credit check. Sign up with Kickoff and you get a $750 line of credit. Instead of funding a shopping spree, it's funding your financial freedom. Pay a few bucks a month to pay off.
Of Americans dead, trillions of dollars wasted, and we're still dealing with the consequences 20 years later. They did it with Libya, told us about humanitarian intervention and responsibility to protect, turned one of the most prosperous African nations into a failed state with open-air slave markets. In 2011. And where was the outrage? Where was the accountability? Now it's Iran's turn, and they're using the same playbook. Different country.
Dental College in Nashville, off Jefferson. They are doing free dental service in the 615. I'm not sure if it's over yet, but it started at 6 a.m., guys. And it is almost 11, so I seen a few people say they spent the night out there. So y'all better get to it. Free dental service at Meharry going on right now as we speak. I mean right now. Salute Cuzzo. I hope you got in there. I seen you was already out there, so I hope you got in. But guys, that's the monetization talk. That is the war on Iran talk. Cooking with EXO, vibing with EXO, masterclass, monetization. This was a small rundown. We might get in depth, but I'm going to get in depth with my homeboy. A few people hit me up about it, is why I talked about it. So, happy Saturday, guys. Rise, pray, and grind at all times. Like, share, subscribe, share the live, put highlight, follow, so we can get the algorithm popping on Saturday, though. Salute to the troops. Salute to the troops. Y'all already know we got to vibe out to something exotic lifestyle. So, say it with a smile, guys. Y'all know how I like to end my live with something that's not copyright on my podcast, though. So let's see what we got on the playlist for today. Happy Pisces Day. Happy Pisces month. Y'all already know. Till next time, bro, we will be doing a live stream later on today. Don't play. We're gonna get back to consistency, guys. Consistency is key. Salute Iran. That's why we got the TikTok water that is for the ones that's losing their lives across the seas, guys. We out. Tighten up. We got the coffee right. Bye. Now I gotta feed my belly. Happy Saturday, guys. We out this time.